Piss Pit. I haven't started with Piss Pit in a while.
You have not started with Piss Pit in a while.
We're in the new setup. We got mic arms. We're still figuring some things out, so sorry if you hear a couple of these.
Thank you, Timu.
Thank you, Timu. Yeah, we got
Dude,
some LEDs and stuff.
You could even try. It's okay.
Let's
so
not.
ominous.
Let's
Oh my
not
God, it's-
just continue doing
Dude,
it.
everyone's gonna click off.
Yeah, everyone's already gone.
Nah.
This episode is just for us four now. That's
Okay,
5.
cool.
We have a
Mr.
We have an
Business.
audience.
live
That's
audience.
Speak up a little bit.
So, guest stars, let us know who you are.
It's Alex.
He's back from last week.
It's Charlie. I'm back from 3.
Marinara Trench.
Marinara
whenever
Trench.
that episode
Which is
was.
our-
If you wanna,
which is our best
even
episode.
station that episode on the Marinara Trench, I guess.
And he's already been so inclined to sign his name on the table. So.
I put a star there.
And he put a little,
Oh, did you?
a little
Pretty
derpy
bad.
star on
It was
there.
better, and then I kept trying to fix it, and then it just kept getting worse.
That is an adorable star, by the way.
This
reminds-
is our first episode since week, what is that, fucking 4, where we had Beatbox. So our first episode of Beatbox again.
Yeah,
That was a crazy episode.
Alex.
Dude, this is my first time trying beatbox, and it's actually really good.
No,
It goes down way too easy.
It's dangerous.
Yeah,
scary.
I'm
Not-
I'm lucky halfway done with this.
Yeah, that's why.
hate-
That's why I'm not fucking touching that at all.
Hate
Maybe later.
IPAs.
Let me sip that.
Oh my
I'll
god.
offer a trade.
We might have to trade. I hate IPAs.
Offer.
like
I
that.
give you a trade.
It looks promising.
Can I Monday you after that fucking
Big Ballard,
Tuesday?
juicy
Sorry,
IPA. I do
Tuesday.
like the juicy IPAs.
I just saw
Voodoo
him and
Ranger,
grabbed him.
Tropical Forest.
It is- oh my
Did you get it
gosh.
from
Forest.
Safeway?
Mm.
I'm not an
7-Eleven.
IPA guy.
7-Eleven.
Sam
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's like... Dude.
Dude,
Oh my-
his fucking mic's unplugged now. Okay, he didn't plug it all the way in. Okay, hold up. I'm muting channel 4. I think he's back.
I think
we're
that's why my headset was fuzzy.
good. You weren't fucking all the
I
way.
wasn't
That's
plugged in. I wasn't
crazy.
jacked off all the way.
He wasn't jacked off all the way. So
Happens.
today, a group of us went golfing.
Oh yeah.
I've never
Yeah,
been
how was
golfing
that?
before.
Oh,
This is my first time golfing.
Top Golf.
Not top. I've been top golfing, but this is different. This is
I
real
would not count
golfing.
Top golf as golfing.
It is
Well,
so much harder
You
than
can still
top
practice your drives.
golf. It is so much harder.
Yeah, but-
and it was
Well, you're looking at me like you don't know what a drive is.
really fun. It was really fucking fun. And
Was, yes.
okay, so let me just okay. We're not good at golfing. We didn't keep score or anything, but we were just kind of just fucking around with the golf
really,
carts
really
and
bad at golfing.
just practicing driving and whatnot. And it was at noon, and we were day drinking a little bit. We had a cooler with some
of them
drinks.
A little more.
And
than
this
others I've
motherfucker,
heard.
I'm pointing at Trevor, by
A little
the
more
way,
than
That's
others.
who I was
It's a little
just
bit of an understatement.
was going to town. And this motherfucker, like 2-3 drinks in, we're on like hole 6. We're not even close to being done. He's like, dude, I love golfing. And I'm like, you love alcohol, motherfucker.
Dude, no, I understood. I understood.
I love golfing.
Dude, and then fucking Briar got a, what is that, a Crown and Coke,
Yeah.
and he didn't want it, and I was like, I'll
Trevor
take
went
that.
to town.
I'll take that.
Badass.
Oh,
I drank
So
that.
we're now probably on hole 8, and I took the golf cart to go to my ball, but Trevor started following me, and I was waiting. I didn't want him to follow me because he had to wait for Briar, who still had to drive. So I hit my brakes, and this motherfucker's already 4 drinks in, and just fucking rear ends the fuck out of me. Rear and
Why are you
right
driving
in
a
it.
golf cart?
Briar
I
takes
understand
the keys.
drunk driving, dude. I fucking get it.
Briar took the keys, and he's like, "No, you're done. You're done. You're done."
I got my keys taken away.
to add on to this, so I ate prior. This guy didn't. You know, there's 18 holes in a golf course.
Yeah.
This guy peed 18 times.
Oh, as
Well,
soon as that water breaks, it's over.
No, you got to think about it. I didn't have any food because when I woke up, I did not expect to go to this, and they were like, oh, we'll pay for you, blah blah blah, and I was like, I don't. Okay, sure, why not? If you guys are gonna pay for me, I'll fucking go. So I didn't have any food. The only thing in my stomach until about. Can you stop fucking whispering? Until about like 4, I think it was 4, was just alcohol. Just alcohol running
It's a
through my
good day.
veins.
It's a good day. Except
like-
for when you decide to take a nap and you throw a little fit when we try to wake you up.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't throw a fit until right now, until you guys attacked me.
There was no attack.
There was
there was
attack.
no attack.
You
There
were
was
that,
attack.
like-
We were supposed to start 45 minutes ago.
You
were
were
supposed
like
to
in
start
that
pretty
sleep state where you just don't actually know what's going on.
No, I
and
genuinely.
I was shooting you with the Nerf darts, and you'd be like, "Stop!" And like one point, you start reaching for a blanket, and then Sean pulled the blanket away, and you're just, and you start like pulling out under your pillow to try and magically grab
that
the
part.
blanket.
That part, I'm not upset about because I was don't remember that for a beat.
Oh, I know you don't.
No, I was dead.
You
to
were
the
still
world.
asleep.
Dude, when I say I thought your neck broke when you ripped that blanket off of you. This fucking guy ripped the blanket off of you so hard.
Really?
Because you were like, you had your top half of your body wrapped in it,
Mhm.
and he didn't like rip it off out.
He,
He just went up, and your neck just went.
oh, dude,
was awful.
that is God's sleepiest soldier right there, dude. That is a man that is going through it.
I was like, Sean, point out his gun.
Can I please make that the cover image?
Good.
Apparently, this is a pretty boring episode. Our live audience is already asleep over there. Oh, he's awake. He's awake.
Nah, you should do this photo.
That's a good one too.
This is-
If you're
That's right,
if
dude.
you're cool with your face
Yeah.
being on it.
The fucking cover photo of me just dead to the world.
It's good.
It is good. But yeah, so I guess that's kind of, and then we went and got food, and allegedly the waitress did not card anybody.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, and so
What restaurant was this?
I should have gone.
Unnamed restaurant
a named restaurant.
somewhere
On the
in
golf
Washington.
course. On the golf course, though, right?
No.
No.
My bad.
And drank more. So
It was a good day. It was
was?
I've never golfed and it exhausted the fuck out of me. I'm tired.
I'm
really
very tired too.
All that
Very-
walking.
Well, you're clearly tired.
No, I
Motherfucker.
am tired.
So
Um,
crazy that there was just a global sleep crisis today.
Was it?
Kyle was passed out. He was supposed to. So I don't have my car.
No.
I left my keys in my bag in his car, and I was like, you know what? Just bring them back to me when you pull up to the house. So
Mhm.
like 7. I call Kyle at like 7:05. He was in the same state you were when we tried waking you up. He picks up the phone. He's like, I'm like, so where are you? And he's like, no. But it was like how he was saying multiple words at once.
Yeah, and he was
just-
kind of mumbling.
and then he
like,
just
"No,
hung
no,
up on
no."
me, and I was like, no way. He answered still asleep type shit.
That's crazy.
And then he calls me back, and he's like,
Bro
you
was
called?
dead asleep.
And I was like, where the fuck are you? He's like, I'm so tired. I was like, fine. I don't need my keys.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So your car is just at his house.
No, it's at my house.
Just without the keys.
I thought my bag would be returning to me.
Wait, your ski bag?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's coming tomorrow morning.
What 1 day shipping?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I can't believe I forgot, but we're at the start. We're in the first 20 minutes or so. I gotta get woman of the week out of the way. You know,
Oh, do you?
woman of the week. Woo.
Wait, Jesus.
Oh, wrong one. Woman of the week.
This is a sexist segment.
It really is, but it's okay because our sister podcast does Boy of the Week. I don't know if they're
God,
still doing it. I
Man
don't
of
know.
the week.
Man,
Don't
I don't know.
talk
I don't
about
know if they're
it.
still
That's
doing
not-
it. They did
don't
it week
say
one.
that.
I don't know if they're
Sister podcast.
Okay,
Might do another story rant.
so I didn't really cook up a story for this week.
I got some backed up.
Cool. We might
been
pass
told-
this. We might pass this on to you.
I've been told multiple times to stop talking and save it for the pod.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we do not have conversations outside of this.
there's this girl that I was talking to on Tinder way back in December, way long ago, and we
That's
like.
only like 2 months ago.
I mean, yeah, but for Tinder, that's a long time ago.
I
a long
guess,
time ago on Tinder,
For
yeah.
Tinder, that's a long
Um,
time ago.
And it was just like, it was super quick. It was just like, hey, let's link. What do you want to do?
Fuck.
Let's go to the arcade.
Ah.
Cool. Sounds good. This weekend work for you?
fucking arcade, dude.
Never responds to me. Never responds to me.
That was a part of the bit. Yeah.
So
Don't fucking.
2 months later, she never responded to me, and this girl is gorgeous. Just putting that out there. Total 10. But anyways, never responded to me. And then
Californian 10 or a Washington 10?
All of a sudden, she ran out of options and texted you.
all of a sudden, she texted me back on Tinder again, and I'm like, bet. Totally in for it.
Charlie will not let this opportunity go to
Yeah.
waste.
So same kind of thing, but this time I get her snap. I was a man on a mission this time. I was like, we're getting snap quick, and we're
Immediately. What's your snap?
we're talking, and same thing. I was like, hey, let's go on a date sometime.
I swear to
And-
God, if you mentioned
and-
the arcade.
And she was like, bet, I'm down. And I was like, cool, when are you free? Oh, it left me on red.
Done.
And then, no, excuse me. I said, I didn't say, that was later. So I said.
You already know the ending now.
Sorry. No, that's not the ending. That's not the ending.
It's a
Um,
happy ending.
so I was at work when this happened, so I didn't have time to like go check like our previous conversation. So I was like, I don't know what we planned the first time, but like, what would you want to do for first date? And left me on red. And then I responded like 8 hours later. I was just like, yeah, I double texted, double snap. Yeah, and it was like I was like, hey, I just had the chance to read our conversation. We said arcade. Are you down? And she's like, yeah, I'm free this weekend. I'm like, bet. Let's do it this weekend.
Bro forgot
And
about you.
She was like, and she was, and she was, and then
No, that's so real.
like, let's do it this weekend. And then she left it unopened when I said, let's do it this weekend. And I haven't responded. I haven't replied. But that's
Bro,
that.
She sucks.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
She's hot, huh?
I'll pull up the profile. real
I've got a
quick,
girl who
but
did that to me on Tinder.
You go woman of the week while I pull this up.
She came back like a couple weeks later, and I just said they always come back. With the sunglass emoji.
Yeah,
And
you
she was
showed
like-
me that. You were so proud. it was like a 5-year-old showing that they made like a fucked up dinosaur
I
picture.
just love being the cockiest motherfucker, and like it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't work.
And you
out.
didn't expect her to act like the way that she's acting.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, but
just look
And
at
then
her.
she was like,
Oh, fuck.
"Always,
Sorry, guys.
you're just that good with the ladies, huh?"
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, "I honestly get too many."
Mr.
It's nice
Business
when they
over
come
there
back
is
like
very
2 weeks later.
not his type.
No, her
And then,
activity
yeah,
is
that was
not
about it.
surprising.
yeah.
Okay. No, wait. I think I matched with them, and I couldn't tell if it was a guy or not.
What?
Honestly,
Dude, Charlie.
Wild.
I saw them and I swiped left because I thought it low-key might have been a dude.
That's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna lie, Charlie.
Well,
I
she's
so-
real.
So did not listen to a word you just said.
That's chill.
Yeah, our viewers
It's
might
okay.
have.
They heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the viewers
I
heard.
hope
Mr. Business, did you hear it?
that's our guess.
Give us some vocal input.
Another,
for us.
another atrocious double down is we all remember New Year's at my grandma's house. My grandma has a beach house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I don't.
I wasn't
Well,
there.
some of them may not have been.
I remember.
But do you
'Cause I was
remember-
there.
Do you remember that girl? That
Okay.
was like, yeah, she's
I-
gonna come over for New Year. She's gonna bring some friends.
Yeah.
She ended up not coming. Well, I've still been on that train.
Oh,
The train of disappointment.
Oh God, that is a bad train.
So like when I came back to CLU, I texted her. I'm like, hey, I'm back at CLU. Like, let's link up. Let's do something. Because she's awesome. Like, she's a great person. She just sucks using her phone. She is atrocious. And like, blah blah blah. She's got 5 classes, which is 2 classes more than full time. So she's stacked this quarter. And like, I understood that. Delivered for 5 weeks.
Ah,
I text her,
5
say her
weeks.
name, and she instantly opens the chat. I'm like,
oh,
I hate this. I
Ugh.
hate this girl.
you half swipe. That's where you half swipe.
She doesn't. She doesn't do that.
No, I'm saying that's where you half swipe. You
Oh.
can't instantly reply to her instant reply after 5 weeks.
But,
But
Or
you
do
know
you?
you did.
But you
You
did.
know
but bro
he did.
instantly
did.
replied.
yeah, we talked for like the next couple minutes, and I was like, "This school sucks. I know no one here. You're still super rad, etc., etc." And so like now we're gym partners for next quarter. So
Jim,
Let's go.
Dedication.
Happy
Work in
ending.
it was a work in progress.
Happy
We'll see.
ending.
I might be
Maybe.
delivered for weeks again, but
But you have a gym partner and
I'll
what?
come back around. She was actually supposed to work. I was gonna get her a job at the summer camp,
That's crazy.
That I
Racist
looked at.
camp?
Racist camp. I can
Dude.
tell that story.
Yeah, we
that
haven't
is- that
even
is-
mentioned
that is,
race.
that is,
It's like-
that is a
hold on,
story.
yeah.
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 We'll tease it a little bit right now.
Mm.
I mean, we could go to it right now if you're done with your WOTW.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, racist camp.
All right.
The viewers are curious.
So
Like, what the fuck is
We,
racist?
I'd
we
like
peaked
to-
them.
I like to add the word mushroom in there as well.
Mushroom racist
racist mushroom camp. I haven't even started drinking yet. Don't do that.
You liked it, don't even.
So, since the 3rd grade, I've gone to this summer camp. Super chill. It's like
Since
a second
the
home.
3rd grade.
And now I'm at the age where I know everyone there, and they'll call me in if they need me to help out. So, like, 2 summers ago, they called me in to be a camp counselor for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, sure. And
It's
I
like
did
a
it.
high prestigious award for like
Low
if you were
key.
in 3rd grade.
Low key, yeah.
It just clicked.
And
I'm glad it didn't go over your guys' heads.
so, for the locals that listen to the podcast, this camp is in Wilkeson. Wilkeson.
Wow, he's outing racist camp.
Dude.
I'm outing racist town.
Most
so
racist town in Washington.
This is while I was a camper. So I was at camp when this went down.
So are
And,
you racist?
Not directly, but I am linked to it in a way, I suppose.
You are affiliated with them.
Yeah.
but like not directly.
And they have night watch. And as a kid, like, we used to sneak out of our cabins and we'd do like warm fuzzies, where we'd all write good compliments and like put them at the lifeguard center or something.
Warm fuzzies.
Yeah, it's one of those camps. It's uplifting. And
I see it.
When you
didn't-
were in 3rd grade, did you guys do like Baby Shark? Do.
No,
That wasn't a thing.
Baby Shark.
No, it was.
Was it really?
It
Oh,
was.
it was.
Baby
It
Shark
absolutely
No, it
was.
so
has
was.
always
It so
been
was.
a thing. It's
No.
just the
It
show
picked
made it
up
popular.
quick.
Yeah.
But it was always, Baby
Coco
Shark,
Melon?
Yeah.
Mama Shark.
Mama
Like,
Shark,
that was something you did
Baby
at
Shark,
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not.
Or
that
was
was
Grandpa
not
Shark
me.
is this one.
Not you.
The,
Not this camp, I guess.
Was
Grandma.
it Grandpa
Grandma.
Klansman?
That's grandma.
I did bring the floss to the camp, though. I will say that.
Oh, you introduced them
I
to the dark
introduced
side.
the floss.
Showed them
Backpack
the
kid.
And I was known for years as like that kid. People would be like, "Didn't you like start the floss here?" And I was like, "Stop! I don't want to talk about that."
Dude,
That's not what I want to be known
you
for.
didn't like the
Plug it back
fame.
in.
It was getting
I'm
to
too
you.
good for the fame. Anyways,
Plug it back in.
I always thought the night watch was fake because they'd always like we'd always have to hide as these people are going by. And I like,
It was like one of those stealth missions.
It
Like
was a
Uncharted.
stealth mission, yeah. And I always thought it was staged. And now that I'm a counselor, I realize that it's not. But they patrol. It's back in the woods some, so there's trails that go everywhere. And there's one that links to this big, like, rock quarry. And I guess one night, one of the guys was going out there. And he pulls up, and there's this huge, like, light. And it's a giant fire.
Like a bonfire?
And what does he see surrounding this giant
No way.
bonfire? Keep in
That-
mind, the camp is less than a mile away.
Dude, I've heard this story 1,000 times from other people who aren't you.
Well, now you get to hear it. And then they are. The KKK.
That's nuts.
Alive and well
Alive.
in Wilkeson.
Like whole like white hoods and everything.
Guns, all of it.
That's nuts.
And like, what do you do in that situation?
A mile away from children, mind you.
You run the opposite direction.
So it wasn't like the camp was actually racist.
No.
It was just very, very
It was
close.
very close.
No, the camp was actually racist.
camp was racist.
Well, there was a couple people that were racist.
Well, yeah. They're close enough in proximity to where they still adopt those same well mannerisms about.
Well, there's
race.
more. There's more to the story. If you would like to continue.
That was mainly the guy who saw it was black. So
Oh,
he
really?
he saw it and he
Run.
immediately because
Fight
they're
or
in
flight,
like
man.
they're in like 4x4s. I don't know if you guys remember the golf cart video where I was like going like 40 miles an hour in a golf cart because there was this steep ass hill, but it was at the top of the hill, so I'd imagine he was just booking it down. And yeah, that's that. I found out about that a couple years later when I was in the staff circles, and so yeah, that was fun.
Like that must be terrifying.
Yeah.
to be a
obvious,
black
yeah.
man and looked and just
Even as a
see.
as
Okay,
a white
it's like,
man, that's
even as a-
terrifying.
Even as a
white
white man,
dude,
but
yeah.
you got to think about just how like more scary that is. Like you're like, oh no, like that's right there.
Regardless, if they see you see them, they're probably gonna shoot.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. No matter what race you are, they see
If they see an
They see
unidentified
you-
person,
not in their clan.
You don't know
seeing them
who's
do
in
some
that group
crazy
either.
shit. They're gonna fucking kill you.
Like, you call the cops and they could be there.
Yeah.
Real, yeah.
Be like, yeah, we'll help you out.
like that could be people.
Pop, pop.
What?
No, that's real.
Then it's anyone.
It's really anyone.
Like, you could be our family friends and we'd have no idea.
It could be me.
Could be Trevor.
Hey,
I wouldn't claim that one. But
Yeah. You're already getting canceled if this ever blows
anyway,
up.
so that's
I know.
the racist part of the camp.
You're not gonna talk about the kid?
What?
The kid?
Oh, the blackface kid?
Yeah.
What?
It took me a second, but yeah. This was
that was a beautiful
this was
reaction,
a few weeks
Alex.
before they called me in. So it was like, originally I just went there to hang out with some people, and they're like, we really could use some help, and it'd be awesome if you came back. I was like, okay, sure.
Just farted. Dude.
And
No, you. Was that you?
I just gonna brush past
It was
this.
the
Don't
chair. It
fucking
was the
point
chair.
at me.
It was the chair, man.
I don't know if that was the chair, dude.
So-
I don't know.
it's 4th of July. All the staff guys are doing their skin routines and all that.
Skin routines.
Some of them have skin routines,
Uh,
and there's one of them,
it's like
charcoal face mask. So he's got the full black face, but it's just a charcoal face mask for that first bit. And there's some black people in the room. It's a pretty mixed camp. I'd say it's even around the board.
Mhm.
We got people flying in just for it. And he was like, I'm black now, I can say it.
No.
And he just starts spitting it
Oh.
as hard as he
Oh.
Oh my god.
can. Anyways, he was gone within like 2 days
The
after
next
that.
day.
Yeah. Bro was out. Bro was out almost immediately.
There was a camper who also had a charcoal face mask, and he was very racist. Like, it's not his fault. He was like 8 years old. No, he was probably 11, 12.
Very much still his fault.
Yeah.
Well, like, here's the thing.
You cannot
have
be
to-
racist at 12 years old.
It's kind of hard if
You
like,
have to meet the parents.
yeah, like
No, yeah.
11, 12-year-old has super
That's
racist
why
parents.
I say it's not his fault, because this is how he was raised. He doesn't know what's better. But, like, he was hella about to start going down that same path when you put that face mask on. I was like, take that shit off right now. Because this
I
kid...
see you in like 5 years being a part of that group next to the bonfire. Get the fuck away.
This kid was already dropping it to the other, like, black campers. And he
That's,
but, like, what do you
that's
do in
very
that
unfortunate.
situation? Because that camp does not want
Punch
to
the
send
child.
kids home.
Yeah.
They're super, like, these kids come here for help.
Mhm.
And we can't deny that.
That's when you bring them to the back room.
Anyways,
Give-
he ended up going home. Can't
You
win
give him
them
some
all,
lashings.
unfortunately. And so that
Corporal punishment. Or is that what
sums
it's
up
called?
the
Corporal
racist part.
punishment?
And this camp is like Seventh-day Adventist too, so keep that in mind.
Is like what?
Seventh-day Adventist. It's
Was-
just religious. super
Oh,
religious.
oh, yeah. You can't spout that on us, man. Without explaining it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're all very religious people here.
Yes, I love God.
Bro.
That's just my take. I'm agnostic.
Takes a sip of
I
beer.
love IPAs. Anyways, that's the racist part. The mushroom part.
Dude.
So
You have been kneeing the fuck out of the table.
Yeah, look.
you guys can hear it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can't hear it.
and every time you slide your feet down that, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I'll stop doing that. Just keep them planted.
You're good.
So there's this group of people, and this is like bonus weeks. Bonus weeks, they rent the place out, or like people.
Dude.
Just got something thrown at me. People come and they just hang out.
It's like right on them, right?
Like Seattle Children's does a program for kids who are dying, type shit. There's a bunch of other programs. I didn't really stick around for them. There's like Cub Scouts, except it's for religious people. Don't take my. I dropped my Zins and Buddy sitting across from me starts taking them with his foot. Cucumber lime Zins. That's another great story. And there's this group of people, and they email the pastor, and they're like, hey, we're a group of, like, natural foresters. We'd love to come out for a couple days, just hang out, be with nature, teach, like, the younger generation. And they're like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Come pull up. And I was working construction. But, like, I'd come back just to hang out with people. Because, like, I have a good group.
Dude.
What?
I'm sorry.
What the fuck was
Dude.
that?
Oh my god.
Come on.
Dude.
You're so unprofessional.
Anyways.
You're about to get kicked out,
Anyways.
and Mr. Business over there is about to take your spot. You, you
Look at
think
that
he's
mug.
our audience? He's your replacement.
I'm sorry. Anyways, I pull up, like,
Did you finish that?
I did.
Oh,
I feel great.
I bet you do, dude.
I feel amazing.
you just finished.
Probably
one of the
won't have
boxes
another
or
one.
whatever.
That's fair.
I pull up like 10 p.m. and some guy's like, "Hey, you were here to check in?" I'm like, "What? Who is checking in at 10 p.m.?"
Yeah.
And like I roll my window down to talk to him. I start smelling some some ganja.
Zaza.
And I'm like, "What is going on?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm staff." And he's like, "Oh, all right, you're good." And so I start walking around. I forgot what this. There's this new Toyota Tacoma, and it was wrapped, just covered in different mushrooms, and
Oh.
it said like "trip out" on the side or something. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Bro, in that moment, realized he was in the right spot.
Come to find out that was like the Pacific Northwest Mushroom Festival at my little religious summer camp.
What?
Yeah. And it was a great time. Like, I bought so many microdoses. I microdosed all summer. For the rest of summer, at least. I got like 75 pills.
I
While
remember this
watching
phase.
children.
No.
Oh.
The kids were gone. Well, there were kids there, but they were like feral, raised mushroom people kids. Like, I shit you not. They like,
Mushroom people kids?
never had a haircut, ran on all fours, type feral.
Fucking razor sharp teeth that when they bite you, they take a chunk out.
Like growl at you.
Wow.
They all had like those attachable raccoon tails.
Dude, yeah, they had the hats too.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
And yeah, it was super cool. Like, they had workshops and stuff. Like, they were talking about how there's like this specific mushroom, and if you can like drop it from drones on oil spills, and it cleans up the oil spill. So it was hella informal, but at the same time, the whole place reeked of weed, and everyone was tripping balls. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. And the pastors, like, had no idea. They've never been exposed to weed, I guess. They had no idea what it smelled like.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. And
So
I
they,
was-
like, weren't upset? Or, like...
not really. They did get upset, and I'm about to get to that. I got close with, like, as many of these people that I could. I still occasionally communicate to some of them. And
Bro, lost
Oh.
it.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
One of the
that
rules,
was way
so
too
to
quiet
be-
of a section.
to
you,
be Seventh-day Adventist,
you have to
it's
be
like,
go when you
it's
tell
like
a story,
no pork.
man.
No pork. No pork at all.
No pork?
Pork is like the one thing that's cutthroat. If you bring pork, you're out. They brought pork.
Wait, why?
They didn't know.
No, but why is pork not allowed?
It's
You guys aren't
something-
Muslim.
It's something like that. It's the same basis, I'm sure. And they bring pork. And
The mushroom people?
I was super bummed about it because I was talking to I almost her name, the pastor's wife.
Whoa.
I think we know her name.
I was about to say. I think I can finish the sentence right there.
And I'm like, how do you think the week's been going? She's like, these people are super awesome, but like we just can't have them back. And I was like, well, why not? Why not? And all like the younger like adults, staff members were like, yeah, get these people out of here. They're just a bunch of stoner hippies. And I was like, no. So I'm talking to the pastor's
No, they're
wife.
not stoner
She's like,
hippies.
well, yeah, they brought pork. And I was like, what? So I immediately go and talk to like the head chef. I'm like, hey, if you guys want to come back. And like we talked for a bit, and then I ended up linking the pastor's wife and him together. Like they had like a half-hour conversation. I like mediated it, and
crazy.
she forgave him at the end.
Good. It was
Yeah.
an
That's
accident.
sick.
It was.
That's sick.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Sadly, the young adult generation, not like 20s, but like late 30s, early 40s, was like, Yeah, so you just can't have them back.
That's not young adult.
Yeah, that's adults.
We are young.
We are young
Yeah.
adults. Those are
you're right. I
adults.
guess you're
Those are
right.
adults.
Charlie.
I guess they have kids.
Yeah, those are
But
full blown adults.
Pacific Northwest Mushroom Festival and KKK meetings. Come join me next summer.
Okay. Was that an invite? Was that an invite to the people?
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's two demographics. That's two different.
two completely
Yeah,
demographics.
It's all inclusive there.
Apparently.
I'm gonna take over real quick.
Oh yeah, that was a long story.
No, you're good.
No, I'm going off of that though.
It was beautiful.
I once tripped on shrooms
Stripped?
while I
Whoa.
said
Okay,
tripped.
so we're talking about this then.
while
God damn it.
in nature while camping.
Is this the tent?
This is the tent story.
We're still in the tent.
So
We're still in the tent.
this there was 5 of us. I'm not gonna name drop anyone except for Trevor. And Devin. We've
Devin wasn't there.
Oh yeah, Devin wasn't there. Holy shit, you're right. That's crazy. So
Was
I'm
the
not
person that starts with an M there then?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
K.
K.
2 Ks.
2 Ks.
Not 3. We're not racist here.
Only 2 Ks.
Okay. So it was the 5 of us, and it was the the girls. It was her first time doing shrooms, and we're out in nature in the forest, and like the first thing I remember thinking, like as we started tripping and it was dark and like everyone else around us was asleep, like in their tents. I just remembered camping when I was a kid, and like my parents being like there'd be those loud, obnoxious teenagers. And my parents being like, don't ever end up like those kids one day. And I was just like, holy shit.
You're one of those kids.
I'm one of those kids.
Yeah. For some reason, mushrooms or anything like that just makes you think that way.
Yeah, it just makes, yeah. It's,
Damn,
it's-
I'm doing blank.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a piece of shit.
I'm an actual fucking druggie right now.
I suck.
So,
I'm an awful person.
But it's chill. You can do it next month as well.
We're going to do it again.
it was crazy being in nature. I felt so at one with the earth, and like Trevor can attest me to this. The trees, they looked fake, like they were swaying.
They looked
in,
like
in
some
the
of those,
wind.
like,
like the styrofoam fake
styrofoam
trees you
trees.
see in like movies.
Mm.
And me and Trevor were laying in a hammock together,
Okay.
and just, I mean, obviously, as people who know who have tripped on shrooms, it just physical touch feels cool. It just feels nice. And there's 2 people in the hammock above us. We had a double-decker hammock, and the strap snapped, and they landed on top of us.
Like, me and Charlie are having like a genuine moment, and then all of a sudden my vision is black and I'm being squished. Yeah. on shrooms.
Did y'all's hammock like crash to the ground too?
No,
No,
it held all
ours
4 of us.
Wow.
We became a big sandwich.
So,
Did you guys just
Little-
lay there not knowing what to do?
yeah, what are you supposed to do there?
Hey, get off. Like, obviously, but like, if they're not going to get off, you're stuck.
Hammocks are rough to get out of too.
Yeah. So a little bit later in the night, the girl who had never done them before with us, she like starts looking into the forest. Like we're at one of the campsites towards the road, so we're probably 150 feet away from the road. There's just some trees and shit separating us. And she's like just looking out into the forest, like in the direction of the road, and she's like squinting and like looking at something specifically. And we're like, "What's up? What's going on?" She's like, "There's a man out there," and we all start freaking out. And she's like, "There's a green man out there, the green man." And she's like just staring at this green man. And
There was
I'll-
a green man.
All of a sudden,
I
There was
was
a green
like
man for her.
the trip sitter, but I was also fucked up. So I was like the dad of the group. And when I heard that, I was like, we're looking the other way.
Yeah.
We're looking the other way. We're good.
We are done looking for the green man.
So we're all just talking around the fire, having a great time, and we look around. I'm the one. I look around and I'm like, "Where is she? She's just gone,
Disappeared.
disappeared."
Like,
And
turned
everyone
around.
el-
Nowhere.
I'm getting
everyone
someone
else is
drowning
there,
from this.
and we start
Like,
look
flashlights out.
flashlights in the middle of the forest, like not on any normal path, just in the middle of the forest looking for her. And we ended up finding her, and she's like, "The green man, the green," and she's like trying. We're like pulling her back. We're like grabbing her and like, "Come on, come this way, come back to the campsite." And she's like, "Get the fuck off of me! Like, I have to go see the green man." Blah blah blah. Like crazy shit.
Is this a female that I know?
No, it's
No.
not.
No,
Is it one that I
because you
know?
said it starts
No.
with K.
No, it's not anyone that you
Okay,
know.
okay. I was about to
Either
say
do
if
you
it's who I think it is, she's awful. when
No,
it
it's
comes
not.
to taking shit.
It's
Yeah,
it's
no.
not
Oh my God.
anyone who you guys know.
Okay.
And we go back to the campsite. We're hanging out for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, her and Mike disappear.
Gone.
Gone. And it's just the three of us.
Dude,
So we're like,
I
what the fuck?
it was one of the best and worst trips because when I appointed myself as the dad of the
That
group,
was your responsibility, and they're gone.
dude, they're gone. I was like, dude, I'm never gonna make it. I'm gonna be a terrible dad.
So we start looking for him again in the forest. We probably spent 30 minutes. I mean,
We went-
time is weird.
Tell me Mike let her go to the Green Man.
So
No, we went all the way down to the river because there's a river.
Yeah,
That's
no,
where we
no, no,
looked for them
that's later.
first.
That's later.
No, we went to the river.
Okay, we went to the river first.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We walked all the way down to the river, through some random motherfucker's campsite, across a tree to get to the river, and no one was there. And we're like, what the fuck? So we turn around, and we told it was me and Trevor that went. We told the third guy that was with us to stay on the campsite, just to stay there, and we'll be back in a little bit. And we come back to the campsite, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Dude.
God damn
And
it,
we're
Kay.
just like, what the fuck? So
It was
Some
kind of
K
our
to
fault for
this
telling
K
another
shit.
guy on shrooms to stay put, don't
he
move.
don't listen to shit.
No.
So-
goddamn thing, dude.
later we were like, what the fuck? So we start looking in the forest again, and we get all the way out to the road, and it's like 2 a.m. So, and it's a highway, but there's no one at this point. It's way out in the middle of nowhere. There's no one on the road, and we get to the road, and we see all three of these motherfuckers just laying on their backs, staring up at the sky on the road, just in the middle of a 60-mile-an-hour highway.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So you know what
And-
me and Charlie decided to do?
We laid down.
Yeah, I was gonna say you joined them, didn't you?
and looked at the stars. And we did that for a while.
Because who were you guys to stop them?
Yeah.
It looked like fun.
We did that for a while, and we're like, man, we went to the river to look for you guys. We couldn't find you guys. And they're like, you went to the river? Let's go to the river. That sounds awesome. So, and me and Trevor were just like, this is actually kind of sick. Like, the road was cold on our backs, and the stars were beautiful. So we stayed, and they went down to the river. And we ended up meeting them down at the river a little bit later. It's super late. And Mike, he's got a lighter and hairspray, and he's just blowtorching on
That's so
the river.
fucking Mike.
And
I miss yelling at him.
Yeah,
Dumb shit.
We've said his name.
we trekked for a little bit, and then just ended up going back to the campsite. And so Mike and the girl, they were still down at the river. Me and Trevor were walking back, and the last guy, he had already gone back to the campsite, and he was just
The last guy is
Okay.
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 Yeah,
We had a name for him.
yeah,
No,
but I'm not going to
just
say the
K.
name because someone already said his name in a previous episode, and I'm not going to connect it, so you can't connect them to
I
previous
see, I see.
stories.
Uh.
So.
Real.
Anyways, he's back at the campsite. He's sitting in a camp chair with his AirPods in, and we walk up behind him,
Dude.
and like we just go to say, "Hey, what's
feel
up?"
so-
Since he's the dad of the group, he went to like, "Hey, what's up?" He goes around like his shoulder, "Hey, what's up?" And motherfucker just like freaks.
Did you say Mike
out.
or K?
Okay.
Okay. Throws his shit. It's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Like jumps big time. Like just free. He's like, I did not hear you guys coming. I thought you were a fucking bear. Like,
So I like how they grab me like, it's us. It's okay.
it's okay. We're good.
My kids are dying if we go fucking camping, dude. I'm not gonna fucking make them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put him in like an outhouse and lock
cage.
the door.
So then after that, the other two show up, and I was tired as fuck. So I went into the tent to go to sleep, and they're still all talking by the campfire. And they come into the tent to play VR.
Yeah, because I brought my Oculus.
Brought his Oculus, and they start playing VR in the tent while I'm trying to
Because
sleep.
at the time it was still called an Oculus.
Yeah.
Or no, it was called a Quest.
Quest, whatever.
A Quest.
And
Not a
they did that
fucking
for a little
Meta.
bit. I was asleep, and we all wake
No,
up the next
the Meta's
morning,
there.
and we leave the tent, and we're all just like, we're still in the tent. We'll never leave the tent.
It's like the running joke. is
Never
that
get
we're-
out of the
yeah,
tent.
we're
So yeah,
still in the
our
tent.
joke is we're still in the tent. Like one day we're just gonna wake up and be back in the tent 40 years ago.
Oh my God.
It's 5 year whatever it
It's
was.
like 5 years ago.
Just back in the tent.
You never explained who the green monster was.
I was getting that because that happened this next morning.
Oh.
As we were leaving the campsite, we figured out the green man was the reflection of a green highway road sign off headlights of cars.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why she could only see it at sometimes.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
When a
why
car
she
drove
only
by,
saw the green man occasionally. It was because
it was the reflection of a green road sign.
Dude.
That's
Wow.
crazy. Because when you're on shrooms, you do not put that together.
Yeah,
Don't.
you're not rationally thinking.
No.
You see a green reflection really quick.
But
and
the
you're
fact that she
"Green man."
ran towards it,
yeah.
That's a little.
dude, I'm going the opposite direction.
Also,
Yeah,
by the
right.
way,
Depends on how
the
inviting
way
it is.
the way to the road, there's like sticker bushes.
Yeah, it wasn't like it. Like I said, it was like the forest.
Yeah,
It wasn't
she
like a
ran-
commonly trekked
Shoom.
path.
Also, you forgot to mention that there was a grave site.
We didn't do that on shrooms.
We didn't
though.
do that, but that was before, and that helped us. I feel like be at peace because we connected with them.
So this campsite was
Okay,
This
dude.
campsite was
Dude,
about
dude.
a half a mile away from this.
Believe it
there's
or
this-
not.
there's this little hike. This colonial man way back in the
Is this
day.
the coal mine?
No. This colonial man way back in the day froze to death and died out there, like while going to like see his daughters or some shit. And this is way back in the day, like when cars weren't a thing, so there wasn't any
A world without cars.
civilization or anything. So he was just in the middle of fucking nowhere,
Dead.
and he died. He froze to death. And there's a little grave site and like a little memorial, and it's really cool. It's actually really cool.
Just like, you can offer stuff. I think we offered some money and like just like metal stuff.
Yeah,
Some income.
some yeah.
Some
Get your money
I'm
up.
sure the economy up there is fucked.
You're opening a second one.
Maybe.
I need to sip some of that.
I'm just going to have it sit there until...
Until you feel it summon among you.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you getting ready for Helldivers? Is that what that is?
Shut up, dude.
Helldivers is not happening tonight.
It's
I'm
not
going
It's
to bed.
not.
I'm going to bed
Exactly.
when I get home.
I'm going to sleep.
really.
Yes.
So I get rudely awakened. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, for something very important.
Dude, that was a crazy laugh.
Dude's about
Rudely
to,
awakened.
dude's about to kill you.
He's my ride home.
Dude, I'm so upset that we're talking about shrooms right now because I haven't...
Oh.
I'm going to edge the fuck out of the audience. But...
All right.
Because I'm not telling the story today. Because I feel like it's unfair to tell it without Nikki here.
Mm-hmm.
Because the craziest shroom trip I've ever had was with Nikki. And it's a doozy.
Yeah,
It's a fucking...
So,
Oh my God.
thank you
cliffhanger.
for that. Actually, come back for a future episode
Yeah.
where we hear this story.
We
Oh,
hear
yeah.
the story.
I'll probably
yeah.
be in the audience for that. I want to hear it.
It's a... Oh my
Dude,
God, dude.
can we just look at Mr. Business for a second as he looks up at this? Like that was so puppy coated.
No, you fuck. What is that? Like a hat up there?
Yeah.
Can be
Graduation cap.
Disney.
Look around.
Disney grad.
So
I'm just gonna.
Oh,
no,
class
I'm
of
sorry.
2019. Yeah.
I'm gonna change
Oh,
the
wait.
subject a little bit here. Oh wait,
No, never mind. I
Don't
just
change the
realized.
subject?
No, go ahead.
what? I don't know what you
I
you guys
said-
are talking
I
over
just
each
said
other.
no.
Is there something you want to say before I change
No.
the subject? Okay. So I want to talk about a little bit current events, a little bit of pop culture that's going on right now. Something I saw that is just mind blowing
Pop
to me.
Yeah,
Culture.
Drake's dick is huge.
Dude, that was 2 weeks ago, dude.
Damn it.
That is so old now. So I'm sure everyone is aware of the popular streamer Kai Cenat and like his whole
Oh,
group.
yeah.
You know, Aiden Ross, all those guys, that group of people. And you know
I'm
how
really
sadly-
excited for this now.
so you know how Kai Cenat, like he had like 21 Savage on his stream and like they did a Mad in bed and he
Mm-hmm.
like lost a bunch of money. Anyways, so Aiden Ross also gets these rappers on his stream. He pays them a bunch of money to get on stream. Has anyone seen Aiden Ross got 21 Savage on?
Yep.
This was a while ago.
Yeah.
But
and Cardi.
yeah, but that's the story I want to get to.
Yeah.
So
Insane.
the 21 Savage, for anyone who doesn't know, Aiden Ross got scammed as fuck because they played what is that game called? Higher, lower, or
I have no idea. I have no idea
bigger
what
or
they
something.
were
It's just a card game.
thought it was like something that 21 made up.
No,
Isn't
no,
that
it's
what
a
it
real
was?
game.
Okay.
It's
It's just what they like.
It's a card game. You just both flip over a card and the higher card wins, and
Yeah.
you give them money. And they were playing like 5K rounds or something like that, and the higher card wins. So 21 had his team mark the decks, so
Mm-hmm.
all the high cards had marks on them.
It was all the face cards had scratches on the back.
Scratches on the back, something like that. So
Really?
he just
Yeah.
so they did an NBA 2K game for like 200K prior, and Aiden won that, and so he was up big time, and then he ended up being down like 400K because they kept playing this game and all the cards were marked. And before the stream ended, Aiden Ross realized that the cards were marked, and it was just like super fucking awkward.
Yeah.
like they're just sitting there, and 21's just kind of just sitting there like with his hands like crossed, like
Like,
I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
have you seen that Aiden like genuinely thinks 21 wasn't a part of it?
Well,
And I love 21 Savage. I really like his music,
fucked up.
but that is fucked up.
That is fucked up.
That is so fucked up. Being a successful ass rapper like that, being as fucking rich and just balling, and you feel like you need to scam someone is just crazy.
Well, I believe that like he had talked with Aiden Ross later.
He did.
They're
on the
cool
phone.
now.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm sorry, I'm hanging out with the wrong crowd," type shit.
But
When you're that successful,
grown ass man with your own fucking like empire,
A bigger empire.
You shouldn't be letting people influence you like that.
yeah,
It's 100% 21's fault. He shouldn't have done that.
yeah.
So-
He should have been like, "Hey guys, no."
I can afford to lose 200K.
And
Don't
then
worry.
The doves appear and everybody's all happy.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, the crazier one where Aiden Ross got scammed even worse
Oh yeah.
was he got Playboy Cardi on stream.
And he just took the
It was
case, right?
So allegedly for $2 million.
Yeah.
He paid Playboy Cardi $2 million to be on stream. And not only that, he flew out to Vegas or whatever to go do this stream. So he used his own airfare, own money to get there and everything. So he gets on stream, and for the first 5 minutes, Playboy just doesn't say a single word. He's just standing in the corner, like looking away from the camera, and Aiden's trying to ask him questions, trying to sit him down, talk to him. He's like, "Hey, why don't you sit down? Let's talk, blah, blah, blah." And he's just standing in the corner, not doing anything. So 6 minutes into the stream, Aiden Ross hands him the money. Bro turns around, grabs the money, goes into the mic, and says, 2024 music, and leaves.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was not the end of the stream, because Aiden just sat there for a minute, like, bewildered. But that was the end of... He didn't come back. Bro took the $2 million and ran after 6 minutes, and all he said was 2024 music.
What do you want, Alex?
So,
Okay.
you know,
That's so
I-
fucking.
in my opinion, that like I'm not a huge fan of Playboy's music, but his fans are like a cult.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
people are die-hard fans for this guy.
Like the situation with 21 broke my heart because I like 21.
yeah.
Cardi, I hate. I've never liked Cardi.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised.
So
But I love Aiden, and I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
these
It's just not.
Back to back by insanely successful rappers.
but these die-hard Playboy fans were even like, dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like people who would never not take his side or just like, come on, dude, like that's fucked up. And the dude, he was probably on Xans, like let's be real, or some shit. Like he was probably just blasted out of his mind.
for sure.
But like, come on.
But I
2
feel
mil
like
for 6 minutes of your time.
I feel like it's really hard to say and like come to terms with because they're like your idols in music.
Yeah.
Not all rappers, but just music artists in general.
yeah.
They're pieces of shit to their core.
Oh, for sure.
They
for sure.
scam.
Anyone
they
out of that
want
rap
as much
game?
money as they can, and that's why they're as big as they are. And it's heartbreaking. It sucks, but
Like even to their own people. Like I'm gonna go to a little bit of my genre, but Slipknot just straight up fired their drummer that they've been for years. Just
What?
Fired him. Said,
But
"Get
that
out."
was a producer choice. That wasn't Slipknot, was it?
No, it was Slipknot's
the
choice.
band?
It was within the band. It was Slipknot's choice to remove their drummer, and they
why?
Cause they just said it's our decision. We don't want you. We don't want you here anymore. So they had to go and they had to find a new drummer while they were on tour, and like the drummer came out and was like, we've been talking about it for a while, but I literally just woke up one morning, looked at my phone, and I just wasn't in the band that I've been in for 20 years. I'm like,
So-
dude, like that's fake as fuck. Like
There's
it's
obviously a reason.
I was
They're
gonna
just
say,
not
there's
making
gotta
it
be
there
something.
has
That's
to be
gotta
a
be like
reason.
some.
they're not
they're not
saying
making
the
it.
My
reason,
first
obviously.
thoughts
Yeah.
was like drug abuse. They're like, dude, you're unhealthy. We can't do this with you anymore.
There's
type thing.
there's definitely a reason, but like just like
Still though.
I'm not saying
it's
it
the
was drug
publicity. The
abuse.
publicity is not good for that. Like at least just come out and be like, hey, he wasn't. Well, wasn't a good guy. They were just like,
Yeah, but if it is drug abuse, they're probably trying to protect him.
That's
yeah,
fine, too.
that's his decision to come
Yeah.
public
That's
about
where-
and not theirs.
Yeah, that's where it comes down to. Like, we need to know the whole story before we can
Yeah.
just accuse.
There's got to be. You don't
Accuse
just
the
kick
band.
a drummer out of a band that's been there for 20 years. That's
Yeah.
been extremely successful, has millions of followers, made millions of dollars.
Right, for your
you don't,
band.
you don't just kick them out. There's just something behind that.
yeah, it was their bass drum guy goes dun 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 dun
Thank you
'cause-
for the representation.
because Slipknot has like is
Yes,
like
I didn't know what
40
it was.
members.
I wish you did it on the table though. 'cause
Yeah, for sure.
It probably
No,
would have been better.
Stop.
dong dong dong. It's fucking loudish. I really.
Dude, chill. Chill.
Someone farted again.
Dude,
Oh my God.
calm down.
Someone farted.
I didn't know that was a button.
Dude, Mr. Business over there is perched.
I know, he's actually
Just
like
quick-
engaged.
What do you want from him?
Dude, he's
Why
a-
do you keep...
I'm trying to engage him.
Dude,
He's
he's
a
the live
listener.
studio audience.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
fucking shit at it.
Does Jimmy Fallon
Look out
engage his
fucking
audience?
Window. There's a window right now. I'm gonna look out of the window. There's fancy lights. I'm gonna look at the fancy lights. What are you?
Mr. Business, every time one of us says a joke, can you like laugh and clap?
like hysterically.
Like, we want Disney laugh track.
I need a. Like a
We'll give you a
laugh
cue. We'll give you a
song.
cue. Don't worry.
You know? Okay.
Laugh.
We'll give
Give
you.
it my all.
Yes.
Laugh.
Is that
I'll hold a gun to
Sure.
his face.
Well, we do need to.
Yeah, we need to act. What's the cue? Is it a?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, just point a
Yeah.
gun at him.
That was a good one.
Dude, that was so funny.
I felt that.
We love this bit.
We went to serious mode real quick.
That's what you do as a live audience. You gotta be locked in.
He's locked in. He's locked in. Wow.
So
What?
I can tell how I should have been fired.
Dude.
Because today I came into the house and I was like, guys, I didn't get fired. And
Yeah.
I started going. Thank you. I started going into it and Alex was like, save it for the podcast.
I did. I gave him the signal.
Oh, you bitch. Anyways, Crystal Mountain.
Yeah.
Huge corporate company now. Absolutely ruined.
So I've heard they've gone very
Absolutely
corporate.
ruined the mountain.
Well, like everyone from Seattle and everywhere goes there to ski. It's the
Yeah.
closest ski resort for Seattle, Redmond, Bellevue.
But there's also like Snoqualmie and stuff too. There's
Yeah.
other options, but Crystal has the best terrain.
Mm,
So like they're the place to go in
They're the
Washington.
place to go, yeah.
You'd say? Okay.
Pretty much.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Of course you
And-
would say that about your workplace.
No,
And it's
fuck
crazy
my
that
workplace.
we're the closest town and we're still like a solid 45,
It's super
50 out.
disappointing that I'm the only one that really skis in our group.
I want a snowboard.
You
it's
worked
an-
there.
It's an
Yeah,
expensive
you worked
sport.
there.
Very expensive.
It's a very expensive sport. Like the season pass alone is like $2,000 now.
Yeah, I'll stick to gaming.
What?
It's absolutely
How
ridiculous.
much?
Absolutely.
I'm
just
gonna.
stupid.
I'm going to the website. Hold up.
So to ski for an entire winter, I have to put 2 bands down.
Yeah.
Not only that, you have to buy the ski gear,
Yeah.
you know, all the
That's
winter gear, the skis,
fucking
the
wild.
poles.
Yeah. It's
It's-
not a cheap hobby, which is why it's like a white people sport.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I hate to cut you off, but
Speaking
can
of
I
white people sports.
actually talk about something
No, you look excited.
super quick? So,
Are you
The-
gonna help me with this? I'm gonna need help with it.
the Las Vegas Sphere. Has anyone seen anything about that?
Of course.
The what?
The Las
I'm
Vegas
just
Sphere.
getting stuck in LA.
What?
Is that what that means?
No, the Las Vegas Sphere.
Oh, the sphere.
The sphere.
The ball, the orb.
The
I was
orb.
just there 2 months ago. What happened?
You didn't see it?
The guy climbed it.
No, not any. Just the sphere in general.
Yeah.
The building, you know.
Big
But
ass
somebody
sphere. Yeah.
Big ass sphere
somebody
with
did
the
something,
lights
didn't they?
and everything. No.
Are you just talking about its
I'm just-
existence?
Its existence,
Okay.
and because you brought up white people, so I watched this little
Documentary.
Thank you.
I got you.
That was not you.
What?
All right, I'm gone. See you guys.
So, this guy he went to a couple shows
purchase a
there,
ticket.
and he kind of learned a little bit more
That's
about it and
late
the
in the
culture and
season now.
everything, and it is like $1,000 per ticket to go see like a show there.
Dude,
like it is
no.
To go see a
I'll pick up
U2.
20
Yeah, like the
UTVs
U2
on
concert.
Marketplace.
It's like
U2
$1,000 per
concerts,
ticket, and a lot of the seats are limited viewing. Like you can't see shit, and so you can't even see the big screen or the band or anything.
It's
and
a
it-
grand a ticket for just seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
For
it
the
is
sphere.
it is just full of rich retired white people. That is
Yeah.
the
Oh,
only
yeah.
people that are there.
Dude,
It's not even
And
U2
you
fans.
can see the sphere from just about anywhere on the fucking strip.
It's about being in the sphere, though.
Yeah, the show's in the sphere, but
Fuck
like
that.
I thought it was super cool when they first were talking about it and they did some of the visuals, like the eyeball and shit. Like that's sick. But now it's just a huge fucking billboard, is it not?
Yeah,
It's
no.
just branding
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
companies.
on the outside of it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. It's just bullshit on the outside of it.
Yeah. Your
Which is why
Xbox ad, your PlayStation
A lot
ad,
of people are like really
Sephora.
worried that that's how, because they want to make more spheres, and that's
Yeah,
how
they're
they'll
making
start.
one in London right now.
No, that got
Oh,
canceled.
It got canceled.
They-
Okay. okay.
The ambassador did not approve of it because
Cool.
of that reason.
Yeah,
Because
sick.
it's just
good for him. 'cause
another place
that
to-
would have made him a lot of money.
Well,
It
like
would've.
people
Put it
are
down.
wanting to like make advertisements out of drones now too.
That as
Like
well.
in Seattle, they're wanting to like have drone advertisements, which is just ridiculous.
Have you ever
That's
seen
just
those
Cyberpunk
fucking?
2077.
I was about to say we're gonna live in cyberpunk earlier than we think.
You know,
And I'm okay with that. Honestly, I'm okay with that.
Those
Shows.
drone shows that they do, where it's
Oh, yeah.
they're super fucking
Those are
cool.
so
Those are
cool.
But have you
Dude.
seen like the picture on Instagram where it's like, imagine showing this to a dystopian society?
Oh yeah.
that hasn't had any contact with society in 60 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Imagine tripping on shrooms and like not being connected to technology at all, and you just see that in the sky.
I mean,
like,
I was
messages.
tripping out when I saw Starlink for the first time.
You can just.
Yeah, you don't have to broadcast
Yeah.
that to the world.
Yeah. thanks.
Alex will now be taking a potty break.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can continue.
So yeah. I've been low key fired in the past from this job. My brother's been fired a lot. We're like known for causing trouble up on this mountain, but we really don't cause trouble. We just hate corporate. We just hate the corporate world. And unfortunately, everyone above us is at the point where corporate is where they need to be. So, I'll probably go into past fire experiences another day. But, sorry, IPA is making me burp.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a camera in our break room. And now this break room is the only room that we have. We do break room stuff, except we're there like half the day, just chilling on our phones, waiting for a radio call type shit. But we also like get ready in the morning. We like change into our work attire, which isn't. It's not like a changing room per se, but you could change in there.
Okay.
Like we have our
It's like
lockers.
a glorified bathroom.
No, it's a break room.
It's just a break room, but like this is where we put on our snow pants, snow jackets, all that. But like there's people who do change like into like their undergarments.
What fucking year is it? Oh,
Oh, sorry about that. Oh,
Are you talking about the yeah
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
And I guess in my absence they decided to put a camera in this room that we get
What?
ready for work in. And
Oh.
it's been there all season. And I've been sick of corporate ever since they took over the mountain.
mm-hmm. Was this a recent thing that they've taken over?
No, but recently they've stepped up their game. They're like cutting off anything they can, anyone they can. The
Okay.
mountain's in insane debt to the point where if you get overtime, you're laid off. They just lay you off. They
What?
just don't tolerate it, pretty much. Like they're no one's getting a raise right now. Also, women are super underpaid on the mountain.
Whoa.
Housing is
Oh.
atrocious. They took out the kitchens for people to use because people.
You know,
were
maybe
making
working
meth.
there this winter isn't such a great idea.
No, it's chill where I work. Just don't fuck with cameras. Anyways, fucking with cameras. Speaking of,
Yeah. Let's get on that.
I was sick and tired of this camera just staring. Also, I'm a person of interest on the mountain. Person of interest means that every time I'm on a camera, we are at the point in technology where cameras will clip your face.
yeah. Facial
So
recognition.
every time my face is on a camera anywhere on the mountain, it gets saved into a separate file,
That's
Oh.
crazy.
which is absolute
Dude, you're famous.
bullshit. I'm famous.
Maybe
on the mountain.
you shouldn't have made a name for yourself.
Well, yeah, that's another story.
But they shouldn't be fucking putting shit in dressing room.
Yeah, I was like a year old. I don't know why I'm still a person of interest. And so I found this nice picture, this beautiful picture of one of our lodges that has been untouched by corporate yet. And I hung it right over the camera. I just hung it right over the camera. I was like, fuck them. If they got a problem, they can talk to me.
Good. Good.
My supervisor texts me.
Okay.
She's like, everyone's pissed about the camera. This is like a couple days after. All of SLT is senior leadership team, and they're the like people who run the mountain. They're right below the president.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone on SLT was pissed. So like 5 people were pissed off. Know my name. They already knew my name, but now they're like, I can't believe you'd fucking pull that shit. And I didn't get the opportunity to talk to anyone about it except for my supervisor. It was on my side. She was fighting for that camera to get gone too. I just took action because no one would do anything. HR is fucked up there. And I was like, well, it's been a good season, but I'm gone now. I'm gone again. I'm getting fired again. And I was chill with that because low-key, that place is terrible. Like, the job itself is not the problem.
It's just the people and the corporateness.
The corporate aspect. Like, I don't want a pizza party. I want a raise. And, yeah, today I was up there and my boss, not my supervisor, my boss was there. And she was all like, what do you want? And I was like, huh? And she was like, and I was like, well, are you going to fire me or am I going to quit? What would be easier for you? She was like, do you really want to quit? And I said, not really. I love being up here. Like, I grew up on this mountain. And she's like, well, I don't want you to quit either, but if this keeps going, like, that's what it's going to come to.
Right.
And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. But instead of getting fired,
You got a pizza party.
I got a write-up. And a write-up is a slap on the wrist.
Good.
Let's go.
Because you get 3 write-ups. And I only got
3
1.
strikes, you're out.
Yeah, pretty much.
The old
Pretty
baseball
much.
rule.
Did you sign it?
Huh?
Did you sign it?
I didn't have to.
4, it's 1.
I was just told about
2,
the write-up.
You
3
have to.
strikes, you're out.
Well, and I guess I still have a conversation to have with my
I was about to
boss.
say you don't have a write up until you sign it.
Well, that'll be a fun conversation. I doubt there'll even be a conversation. My boss
Probably
is
not.
super unconfrontational. She'll just be like, hey, can you sign this? And I'll be like,
Hella jobs do that. They just say, yeah, we're writing you up just to scare you because you have to sign the write up.
huh, I'll bring that up
Yeah.
if it comes down to it. But I still want to talk with the senior leadership team, partially because there's a lot of some of them are coked out.
Real.
Some of them are old white men, sexist, racist, all of the above. And it shows every day. And these are the people that think getting the guy who covered up the camera and the only private space that they have at work is the issue. And I'm going to go in on them because it's also a lawsuit. It's a borderline lawsuit.
Oh, yeah, heavy. Putting
'Cause-
a camera in a dressing room? That's crazy.
It can't be labeled as a dressing room because that is the only place to change.
Yeah, no, that's an invasion of fucking.
That's the only place you feel comfortable.
That
to
is
take your
why I
clothes
did it.
off,
I was
dude.
doing research before I did it, and I was like, okay, I am good to do this.
Mhm.
And if they got a problem, they can talk to me, but they don't interact with people. And that's the problem. There's no communication.
They're like the guardian council.
Yeah, I
So,
hate them.
Speaking
If I
of
get fired, I'm gonna. No,
Oh,
I'm not
Germany's
say
gonna
it.
legalize weed.
I'm gonna ruin that mountain.
Yeah.
Germany?
Germany.
Speaking of work, I can say with confidence that there's not a lot of excuse me, wow.
You're excused.
There's not a lot of people I
See you
hate
next
in this
episode.
world. And if there is people that I hate, I just disregard them and get them out of my life. But
Heavy.
there's one coworker at my job
I
that
know exactly.
fucking hate. So, he's an older guy, but he's never, and he's been in labor forever, but he's never been a striper. So, like, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And he hasn't been there as long as me. But, like, and for the most part, I've never really had to work with him. We've been coworkers for about 6 months, but I've never really had to work with him. And this whole week I had to work with him, and it is just so infuriating. Like, I'll be measuring, like, I'll be making marks to do a crosswalk or something, and I fucked up. I realized there was 6 bars instead of 5 bars, so that changes where your center is and everything, blah, blah, blah. But he was like, I told you that was wrong, and I was like, dude, you didn't say shit. And he was like, no, like, your center's off, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just so infuriating.
No,
And
I got a story. So
Then just yesterday we had to lay out this crosshatch together. For anyone who doesn't know, the crosshatch is just your like civilian crosswalks basically in parking garage, like the diagonal lines.
Civilian crosswalks.
So
this guy means business.
the
No,
crosshatch
it's
we had to lay
civilian, not a
out,
business.
our foreman didn't tell us how to do it. He just sent both of us a copy of the plans on our phones, and he's like, figure it out. And I look at it, and I'm like, boom, got it. Like, 2 minutes after looking at it. I'm like, let's do this. I'm like, okay, take this, go stand over there. We got to create this angle, snap this line. Like, let's do this real quick. And he's still looking at it. He's looking at it, and he's looking at it. And this goes on for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, dude, I know what we're doing. Come on, let's go. And he's still looking at it on his phone this whole time. And he's like, oh, okay, we gotta give me the snap line. I'm gonna go over there and we're gonna snap this line. I was like, dude, that's what I told you 7 minutes ago. Like, he tries to take like the credit, I guess. Like, I'll do something and like he'll try to make it seem like it was his idea or whatever. But it's just so infuriating. It'll be like this thing he says just sticks in my head. Like I'll just say it. I told you, fucker. He just says that all the time, and it just pisses me the fuck off. But another a quick one, last one. We had to stop at Home Depot to get a pallet of concrete before we went to a job site this one day, and it was 3 of us, and he was one of them. And the lady that was operating the forklift with the concrete, she's like, "Hey, can I just get all you guys to step back real quick, just off the cross hatching, so I can load this up?" And me and the other guy, we just stepped back, and it was cool. This guy, he just stood there. He stood there smiling.
Is he older?
He's older. He's an older guy.
Gotta be.
He stood there smiling, like just smiling at her. And she was like, "Sir, could you please back away from the truck?" And he takes like 2 steps back. And she's like, "Sir, I could lose my certification if you don't step back. Can you please step away from the vehicle?" And he starts laughing. And I'm like I like to avoid confrontation. For this most part, this whole week, I've just ignored him. Like, he'll say something to me, and I just stay silent.
Just filter it out.
I just feel exactly. And I was just like, dude, back the fuck up. And he just looks at me and starts laughing. And the other guy was like, yeah, dude, seriously, let's go. We got places to be. We got this shit to do. And he's just standing there laughing. And she's like, "Sir, please step away from the vehicle." And he finally does it, and she puts it on, and he's just fucking dead-eyeing her the whole time. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. Anyways, we leave. He's driving, and he looks over to the guy in the passenger seat, and he's just like, "It's all about respect, blah, blah, blah." Like, I was raised to say, like, my pleases and thank yous, and, like, Americans, you guys don't get it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, she said please, like, 4 times. And even the other guy was like, yeah, dude, she said please. And he's like, yeah, but she didn't say it in a nice tone. But I'm
I want to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I don't work with these. I tell me where your job site's at. Tell me where he's at. I'll just show up with a crowbar. Please, motherfucker! Right into his head.
I told you, fucker.
Yeah, fucker.
But yeah,
That's so upsetting.
Oh my god.
I don't have anyone that aggravating at work, but those are people that you're just gonna have to run into and you just have to deal with.
Right.
But there's one guy.
Life lessons with Pispa.
So I work in a parking lot. It's not by any mean a trophy job, but it's the best hours, and you're the first employee to ski on the mountain, pretty much, because we get off so early. And there's a spot called the Apron. That's where I usually work, and you're just directing people to different lots. But people like to park.
Is that all you do?
Pretty much for a couple hours. And there's 2 lots.
And then you sit.
And then I sit around on my phone or I go skiing. And there's 2 lots that I'm directing them to. There's C lot and B lot. B lot is known in the past as just the culture king. Like, the locals love B lot. So it's really hard to get these people to go to the other parking lot.
Yeah.
Because there's just this false culture that's just been eliminated by the corporate world. But these people, like, cannot let it die. And, like, I totally agree with them, but I need to do my job. So I've started setting up cones to, like, filter them and, like, force them to go where I want.
Mm.
And there's this one guy, he works in a different department, but, like, parking and shuttle drivers are super close because the shuttle drivers pick up guests from the parking lot. We work with them all day. And he was helping out in shuttles. And he was just critiquing everything about my, like, cones. Because I have a road set up that I stand in this, like, this cross section. So, like, you can't get around me to go into B lot. You have to go to C lot. But where the shuttles come out, it's on the other side of my cone line where I'm not standing. And every once in a while, like, a car will go in there, whatever. If they really want to go into B lot and they've got their blinker on, I'll let them. But he's just critiquing it. He's like, this is not good. Like, you're creating traffic on the boulevard. The boulevard is what we call, like, just the road there. And like that's what's gonna happen when you're pulling thousands of people into a parking lot. There's gonna be traffic. I'm sorry. And this fucker, I like already edited it to how he saw it, and like it was no different than mine, really.
Yeah.
Dude, the sound of the Monday in the fucking mic is horrible.
Dude, I've never heard them make that sound before.
Yeah, I don't know why I made that.
Beep like
I
that.
don't know why I made that noise. I'm so sorry about that.
But so like eventually we're good. Like I was just letting him say whatever, and it was just going through my ears, out the other. And he starts coming around, and I have to stop traffic for the shuttles to come out of B lot. And he just, one car doesn't listen to me, and they pull in where the shuttles exit. And he goes, "You've got all these cones, and now they're just walking in the wrong door. What are you going to do about it?" And I was like,
Is this guy newer than you?
no.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, actually.
Okay,
I mean,
I was
I've
about to
been
say,
there
there's-
cumulatively for 5 seasons.
literally nothing worse than being at work and doing what you do, and then somebody who's not been there as long as you
Yeah.
try to tell you what
Yeah.
to do.
The th-
It is
Yeah.
the fucking worst.
The
Infuriating.
thing about that is, I'm not a lead. I'm a lead, like, aside from the supervisor, I'm in charge, but I'm not getting paid to be a lead. I don't have that position on my payroll.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to be a lead. I'm not playing this game where I have to prove myself after 5 years. And, so that's my whole thing. Is like, I'm not gonna fight this.
You shouldn't have to.
No, I really shouldn't, which is partially why I'm so pissed off with the mountain and didn't really care about the camera thing. I was like, okay, boo-hoo. But, yeah, car goes in the wrong door, and he was just livid about it. I was like, dude, I can't control thousands of people. As much as I would like all of these people to go to C lot, people are still going to go to B, whether you like it or not. Get the fuck over it. Drive your shuttle. And then he did. Rest
That's
of the day.
so real.
But like for your case, it's not that easy to just be like, get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
Like bro's on it.
And yeah, it's rough
I
to
don't
say
know.
the least.
It's so difficult dealing with those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a coworker who's not. He doesn't tell me what to do like that. It's a completely different way that he pisses me off because Trevor knows who this guy is. I like when it comes to him working and doing his job, he's great, and I love him. But he is quite a bit older than us. I'll say 15 plus years older than us.
All right.
And, you know, at a restaurant, the hosts aren't normally of age.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
God.
usually aren't, and you usually
So it's a
have that
white male.
creepy cook.
He is a large man. He's pretty large, just naturally.
Oh.
And he's got a big beard. He's bald. And the only thing that annoys me with him is that while we're trying to, like, work and, like, get shit done
Predatory.
the entire time, just talking to the hosts the entire fucking time.
Really?
One day, I want to say, I don't know exactly what age she is. I'm pretty sure she's 16 to 17.
She's not okay.
No, not at all. For a man very
yeah, you're
old.
one to talk.
What? That's a story. That's a whole fucking podcast episode. That's a whole podcast
That's crazy.
episode.
That's what you come back
I'm
with.
gonna have to plead my case now. You just had to bring it up. Okay. God damn it.
Well, that's it for Piss
No,
Good, gentlemen.
It's a good episode. That'll be a good episode.
You can get the floor again after this.
I don't want to
No,
tell
that's
that
a whole nother
story,
episode.
Dude. That's a long one.
Yeah. But, anyways, this hostess that comes in, she's like 16, 17. She's in high school. She's a cheerleader. And she, like, just
Hot?
got... She just... God damn it.
Your case so much worse.
You just gotta hear me out.
Anyways, she just got out of school and she came into work, like, after she got off school, in her cheer outfit. While we're working on the
Oh,
line,
no.
this man
goes. No, he doesn't.
he's like, is that your cheer outfit?
Fuck.
I'm like, and she's like, yeah, yeah, it is. And she's like,
That's where the conversation ends, right?
I fucking wish.
That's where they
dude.
go their separate ways.
After she says, yeah, this I just got out of school, like an hour ago. He's like, looks really good. Like, dude, please, just you know how old she is.
I don't understand the attraction to like the 16 to 20 age group.
So what I feel like this, like I said, this man is quite a bit older than us, but like
He vowed it.
he has.
Thank you.
But he has like the mindset of about 16, 17-year-old male. And when he talks to all of them, all of the hostess, and they all talk to him back. So I know they're just like feeding him the attention that he wants and desires, and that's why he feels
That's
so
because they're
comfortable
high
with
school
saying shit.
girls.
Exactly.
They don't know
No.
how to.
They don't know
They
how
straight
to
up don't know how to like.
distinguish a creepy guy from a nice guy.
Not only that, they don't know how to. Like, I'm not saying this is like a surefire answer, but like a lot of you just don't have the level of intelligence yet to understand that this guy is
Distinguish,
a creep and
Yeah.
he's perving on you right
Yeah,
now.
he's not just being nice; he's being fucking weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's quite a couple of them. There's I want to say like 4 or 5 of them. He just juggles between them, and like while we're working,
Bro's got options.
it'll be just
He's got a roster.
like times it'll just be the two of us on the line, and I'm fucking going, and he's just talking. He's just conversating with these fucking women. I'm like, dude,
You're like, if anything,
we have shit
I
to
should
do.
be talking to them, not fucking you.
No,
what the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, it's fucking creepy.
Hey,
No,
the
yeah.
Romeo and Juliet law does apply in Washington State.
Isn't that like
What is that?
Isn't that like a 4-year
2-year,
difference though?
4-year?
It's a 5-year difference.
5?
Age of consent is 16.
But
5-year difference. So a 16-year-old can hook up with a 21-year-old in Washington State, which is disgusting.
No, that's still
That is
fucking
yeah,
weird.
disgusting.
That's crazy.
that's like hooking up with the plug.
But that's legal.
That's what that is.
Why know what's crazy?
It's dating the plug.
What's crazy?
My mom was 16, and my dad was 22
Oh,
when they conceived me.
oh,
Why'd
wow,
you like
why did- yeah.
conceive me?
Yeah.
Like you went all like animated with that.
dude.
Just because
You're a
I
victim.
feel like it's so weird, or it's not weird. It's great, in my opinion, that like back then, that was really normal. Like 16, 17.
It's still normal for that generation.
Yeah.
Like they're still looking at 18-year-olds.
But like back then, 16, 17-year-olds were, or 16, 17-year-old girls were not with 16, 17-year-old dudes.
Yeah.
Ever. And nowadays, if like a 16-year-old with a 21-year-old, like we were just talking about, that's wild.
Well, it's
That's
also
crazy.
I actually just had this conversation yesterday. It's a little different, like looking at it as like a
Maturity.
37 and a 34-year-old being together, or like that's not weird. You don't
No.
bat an eye. But when you say a senior in high school and a freshman in high school,
But the difference is the like the maturity and wisdom between freshmen and senior
Oh,
is
100%,
so much more
100%,
drastic
100%.
than like 34 and 37.
it's just, I mean, it comes with age too.
Yeah, yeah,
4
yeah.
years is nothing when you're 37, but
Yeah, yeah.
4 years is a quarter of your life when you're 16.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's is completely different when you get older.
What do we have right now?
Good question.
It's gonna be like
But
over an hour.
We're at 118, but I wanted to tell a quick story that kind of went to yours. So when I used to work at the Rainier, we've told stories about this guy before.
I was gonna bring this up. Is this
Cracky
is
Chan.
this about the
Cracky
girl that
Chan.
starts with an H?
Yeah, and Cracky
Yes.
Chan.
And
We've told
the
stories
person that
about
starts
Cracky
with a
Chan
J
before.
that shoot him out. Jen.
Yeah. This is yeah. So we've told some stories about him before. He doesn't work there anymore. Thank God. I think you are there.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Wow. So he was the same way, where he creeped on the underage hostesses and whatnot, but he was a lot less subtle about it than that.
Lot more direct.
A lot more direct.
Did not
so
care.
there was one day he was out back, out in the alley, just smoking a cigarette or whatever, and he didn't realize that one of the other coworkers, who is a probably 30-year-old woman, 40-year-old woman.
That's it. 30, 35.
She's her favorite spot to smoke a cigarette was sitting on the stairs out back behind the dumpster. So you couldn't see her from the back door. And he had no idea she was out there. And he's out there smoking a cigarette, and this coworker, underage hostess, she was underage at the time. She comes walking to go to her shift to work. You know what you do at your place of work.
Yes.
And he says, I don't remember the exact words, but it's something along the lines of, "Your ass looks great in those jeans."
Yeah.
And this other coworker, this 35-year-old woman, stands up and she's like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And just went off
As she should.
on him.
Love her so much.
Destroyed
Dude.
him. What close to throwing punches with this guy. And she would have won too. She's
Oh, yeah.
very
I do love this story.
yeah.
I
yeah.
really do love this story. It's so nice to see him get fucking thrown in the gutter like he did.
Yeah.
But still nothing came of it.
I mean, later on he got fired, but it wasn't for that reason. It was just the
He was just a piece of shit.
cumulative all the reasons adding up.
All year round, 365.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I hate that guy so much.
What that reminds me of is, like, my dad would tell me stories when he was at work, like, at our age, working in the kitchen. Like, saying that shit to women was so normal.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
normal.
That was
He
just
was
the
like, yeah, the things I would say to women when I was your age, I would fucking kick your ass if you said that shit to women. I was like, yeah.
Well, that's
I
why
know.
like old guys are such creeps now.
Yeah.
Because it was so normal when they were our age.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
don't see it as being weird.
And it's crazy that women back in the day found that attractive. Like, they liked that.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you'll get fucking slapped if you say that to
should.
the wrong person.
As you should.
I mean,
Exactly. No, for sure.
For example, like, I walked into the house after I stopped at the boys' house just to, like, do some stuff. And my parents watch politics stuff all the time. And there's this girl, very see-through shirt. And, like, you could just see her bra. Everything was out. And my mom was, like, super pissed with my dad because, like, he had noticed it. And, like, I walk in and he's like, "Charlie, what do you notice?" And I was like, "I can see that girl's bra." And he was like, "Yeah." And my mom was like, "That's disgusting." And I was like, "Well, it's her fault for wearing it."
Dude.
But it was just
Dude.
it was just a sarcastic,
For sure.
super fucked up thing to say. But like
We were
our
saying it
generation
for a
would
reaction.
know that like that's a joke.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
shit's
yeah,
a
yeah,
joke.
yeah.
We say that laughing at older generations, and my dad laughs at that shit too. He's like, exactly, yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not my fault for looking.
My
Type
parents
shit.
are the same way. If I say something like that, like on TV around my dad, he'd be chill. But if I said that around my mom, she'd be like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Who bred you like that? You.
I have another story kind of along the same lines, but this one is the opposite. The old guy in question here is genuinely just a sweet old man, not a creep.
Genuine, sweet man.
Genuinely a sweet man. We've talked about him in the past. He's the poop monster.
Is the poop
Oh,
monster. Yeah, the poop monster's back.
So he would just like
Big red dog.
So he would just say stuff like to the underage hostess, like he would come up and just be like, "I really like the way your hair looks today," like shit like that. But like that's still when you're a 70-year-old man and that is a 16-year-old girl, like
I
that's
mean, I
creepy.
could say that to girls the
Yeah.
same age, and
But,
they
like-
give me a weird look.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's creepy.
sorry.
But like he was genuinely just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
But like it just comes off as
And that goes
you
back to
being
like
a pedophile.
when he was a kid. That was okay to say.
Yeah.
That was like a genuine compliment.
Me and him have talked about it because he got in trouble. He got talked to about it
For the
and
comments.
was told not to.
And they handled it horribly.
Horribly.
The boss straight up told him, "Don't talk to the hostess ever."
Yeah.
Jay? Jaded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I talked to him. I gave him a hug. Actually, I talked to him. I was like, "Hey, man, don't take it to heart. Don't take it to heart at all. Us in the back, we understand because we work with you most of the time. We understand, dude. Just put your head down.
That is
Whatever.
hard, but that also stems from just these girls getting sexually harassed all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where I know I said that like they don't know the difference, but there's so many
But they do.
creeps that make it too obvious to not know the difference.
Yeah.
That when there's genuine people, you just can't tell.
yeah.
And it sucks. It sucks for them, because like, it's so hostile. Like literally, it was last year, a girl quit because she got followed.
After work.
After
After
work.
she clocked off, she got followed to her car.
Which one? This was M.
No,
No, it's
No,
just a busser, just a busser.
not anyone you know.
Yeah.
Dude.
What?
Forgot about the table.
The fuck?
I forgot about the table.
But yeah, she got followed, and like, apparently there was that was just happening around.
Was it by a coworker, or just
Random people?
Okay.
No,
Yeah, just
I
a
think
random dude.
there had been stories when I worked at the same establishment of like people getting followed home, where I would have to like walk them to their cars regularly.
Yeah.
That was just part of the job at that point.
Yeah.
That,
Hey, I'm
that was
going
a
to-
yeah.
They
Oh,
sent
yeah.
they sent out a message when you clocked in. It was like, hey, if you're a night shift, walk home in twos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least.
I close most nights, and I've definitely walked my fair share of people to their cars, for
Which
sure.
is disgusting. You shouldn't have to.
No,
Do that.
but
Yeah.
it's
the world we live
unfortunately
in.
it's just
The world we live in.
the way the world works. Some people are just awful human beings,
Awfully,
and it's the way they're born.
Yeah, that's not. That's fucking. That's all in your brain. It's all the chemicals. It's just, they're just fucked up.
just fucked up.
Which reminds me, like, when you look at like Jeffrey Dahmer, like the way that he acts or acted,
Big switch up.
my bad.
Whoa.
But
It's a lot like Trevor.
the way
What?
That guy was a dumbass. Let
But-
me just get that out of the way.
he was, but the way he was
Trevor's
raised,
fucking
like, how do you expect something to come different of that?
No, that's so real. Just all that time alone.
Or like even in situations where the child is abused, sexually abused, just treated like garbage, and then they grow up to do the same shit. Like, can you
It
really be
comes-
mad at them?
you know,
That's
I've-
the way they were raised.
I've thought about that, and I actually look at that differently because how I see it, I understand your argument, but
I would
if
love a
that
good pitch in on
happened
this
to you as a child, you've experienced that pain. You know firsthand what that pain is like. So why would you put that onto another human being? Why would you
It's-
put that onto another child?
Exactly, but
Dude,
Trevor's on fucking
That's
TikTok.
crazy.
he's been on TikTok
God.
all fucking episode, dude.
Yeah.
What is up with you?
My fucking head hurts.
Yeah, well, don't day drink.
so
and then
adding
cry.
more noise is gonna help.
It was on silent.
No,
I've got
it
a
wasn't.
good pitch.
Okay, until that moment, until I accidentally clicked on it.
I'm now minoring in philosophy, and it's helped me learn a lot about like a person's view of what self is. And I think that the people like Jeffrey Dahmer, they never created an understanding of
Self-worth.
self-worth, of what a person is, of just being human, so they don't see other people
Exactly.
as themselves.
So like when they grow up and experience that,
They see them as lesser beings.
right?
Well, that-
they don't think about like the pain that they're putting that person through, that they went through.
100%.
They just that is the way it is.
I got you.
And that's why
Yeah.
that those people, when they're doing those things, are numb.
And like with Jeffrey Dahmer, he was born with like finding blood and guts attractive.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
hereditary.
that's a hard
just,
mental thing.
Yeah, that's
too.
just
that is,
you're born with it.
You're fucked up from the in
Exactly.
the head from the start.
Well, Charlie, your point goes to an even lesser issue, whereas like not seeing people as like their self, like as a person, that comes all the way down to, everyday shit like road rage. People get road rage is because they're like, I have a place to be, I gotta get somewhere, get the fuck out
You
of my
put
way.
yourself on a pedestal above.
Yeah,
the
All
rest
of those
people.
other people also
Are
have a
wrong.
place to be. They also have to get somewhere. You know, like you're not the only person stuck here.
Yeah, I
It's
try.
it's just the idea that like
It's that first person reality that you live
It's
in.
like when
Yeah.
you were younger and you realized everybody else also has a conscience.
It's
Yeah.
called
Not just you.
yeah.
everybody else is living their own lives as well. They're not just guest stars in your
And
life.
the one
It's
person
called sonder. Sonder is the word, and it's where you're like just walking in public or something, and you look at other people, and you're like, I wonder. You don't even have to wonder, but just a passive thought is like, I wonder what their life is like, and
Exactly.
that is the word sonder. Is just everyone is an individual with their own story, and a lot of people don't realize that.
So thank you for that word, Sonder. The person that I have
It's on my Instagram.
The person that I know that would you say that has the most Sonder or the most third person perspective on life ever is Peter. There was one time you brought him up earlier. I'll tell you. I'm not gonna. This is a stage name.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a stage name. So
is it K?
yeah.
Okay,
So-
I was going to say it's K.
There was one time it was just the two of us. We were walking in Seattle, just in the middle of Seattle, just at night. And we walked past, there's these big skyscrapers. And there's this one big skyscraper that's just an apartment building. And all the windows are like open. You can see like all the lights
And
are
he
on.
commented on it.
You can see stuff going on. And he just looks at me and he says,
All
"There's
those people.
so many lives going on up there. Think of all the shit happening. Think of all the lives that are being lived. Think of everything they're doing right now." And it just blew my mind to hear someone think that way, just for that thought to be conceptualized.
Peter, I took him out of a dark place to work with me, and like, it's so beautiful to see how he treats others. That's how he
Insane.
is with everyone.
Yeah.
I could be fed up with someone, and he's just like, well, we don't know.
What
We
are
don't
they
know.
going through?
We don't know
That's
what
his
they're
first thought.
Envied his personality and the way he just approaches shit.
It's a very
The way he looks at the world.
Except
Oh.
at
Oh.
that one party.
We've had a lot of parties. You're
No,
gonna
no,
have to
no, no,
specify.
no. This is a very specific.
What?
He's the older brother of one of our friends. That house. Were any of you three there? Hold
Was
on.
it M? Hav. That was.
No.
So when Peter gets fucked up, he gets fucked up.
I don't care. That was ridiculous. That was so
It was.
unnecessary and
was-
just
It was an unsavable situation as soon as he confronted the person.
yeah. No, for sure.
I don't know this
What?
story. I don't know if we should tell it. I don't know.
So we can tell it for
It'd
sure.
be cool if Peter was here, but I don't know when that'll be. And this story will be gone by then. So
Yeah.
we gotta hop on it.
We're not saying any names, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at an older brother of one of our friends' house, you guys know who?
M?
D.
D.
He was just there last night.
Oh yes, yes.
Their
His-
older brother.
I wasn't
we've
there
been
last
to
night,
we've
though.
been to a house party.
Help me out. Help me out.
His
Mexican.
N D
Oh,
Mexican.
yep.
Hung out with him today.
Yeah.
We have very limited
Yeah.
Mexicans.
Yeah.
in
Hung
our
out with
group.
him today. Yeah.
I'm on now.
Yeah. His older brother threw a house party, and we were there. And D's girlfriend came over, but she accidentally parked in the driveway next to the house of his older brother. And me and D were very, very drunk. So we didn't realize that we walked into another parking lot.
It's
or,
a suburb. Every house is the
yeah,
same.
yeah. It's literally right next. We just saw her car and walked to it. And then just instinctually, we walked up the driveway to the door to the house that the driveway belonged to.
Uh-huh.
But it was the wrong house. It was the house
Worst
literally
house it could have
directly
been,
on
too.
the right.
Absolutely atrocious guy. I'll hop in when I come into the story.
Yeah. So me, D, his girlfriend, walk up to the front door. We try to open the door. It's locked. So D, he kind of jiggles the knob
I
a
was
little
pissed
bit.
more about his actions than
I agree.
ours.
I agree. So D, he jiggles the fucking handle, spams the doorbell, and then I realize, I look at the side window, all the lights are off. The side window looks different. The door looks different. I was like, we're at the wrong house. And he's like, no, we're not. We're fine. And then all of a sudden, this fucking gangbanger, tatted up, built-in
Teardrops.
fucking dude, bald, tats all over his face and head, comes out screaming at all three of us. And we're all like, dude, we're so sorry. Wrong house. Our bad. We get into Rachel's car and we just try to drive off. And as we're trying to drive off, he's like kicking our car, screaming at us. He's like, babe, get my strap. Get my strap. Like, we were fucking terrified.
Honestly, after I spoke to him, I understood a lot of where it came from.
I agree. After I like heard him talking to the older brother's roommate, I was like, okay, 100%.
He was
but
valid.
like, come on, calm down, dude.
No, yeah, it was rough. In the
Listen to us.
So pretty much I come outside because I'm like, what the fuck is taking them so long? So I come outside and like they're all like super fucked. Like y'all did not look well. Like you guys were stressing about something. I was like, okay, what's going on? And this guy comes out and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
So, like, at that point, we kind of drove around the block, and then we tried to walk back, but he was still standing outside. So he saw us walking back, and we just kind of, like, ignored him and tried to rush past him.
Yeah.
But he still called
All
a
of you
lot
did
attention.
good of walking to the door, except for one person, and that one person was Kay.
Yeah.
The person who understands everyone is going through something. I'll give him benefit of the doubt. He was really fucked up. Also, I think Kay, like, he's got a good fighting spirit. Like, he'd take out a lot of people, and I don't think a lot of us realize that.
I don't think Kay could take out that guy.
No, not at all. This was one fight. He
could not win.
No.
He was done.
This
And,
man was seasoned.
99 power versus like 50.
Cut that one little bit out. Clip that.
Yep.
Peter.
Oh, did you just say his name?
I did.
Yep.
Peter is he can go nonverbal when he gets fucked up enough.
Yeah.
And this guy's just yapping gang talk, hella like pull up right now. And
Dude.
Peter
Okay.
walks
One
up
more-
to this guy.
2 strikes. Make him right.
Write me up. And there's just nothing. This guy rips his shirt off, gets in Peter's face. I'm like, okay, get inside. I'm going over there. Because I was like, we all know I've got a crazy tolerance. I've had a crazy tolerance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I was keeping up, but I'm still level-headed. And I walk up to the guy. I'm like, listen, whatever happened should not have happened. I'm so sorry. No, he didn't take his shirt off on Peter. He took it off on me. Because I stuck my hand out. And I'm like, I'm sorry. This is crazy. I'm so sorry, et cetera, et cetera. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. As Peter is just like, just zombie staring him in the eyes, just walking
I know
up
that
close to
stare.
him.
I know that stare.
Yeah. And I'm like, please, just go inside. Please, just go inside. You're not making this easy. And then, like, I try to shake his hand, and he's like, I'm not fucking playing these games. And he rips his shirt off, throws it on the ground, and I was like, oh, okay. And I just grabbed Peter by the neck, and I just, like, threw him inside.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my story from it. And I was like, what the who is this guy? But he was like, my mom lives here, my wife lives here, our kids live here.
And he was talking about, like, he's like, I've seen gang scouts before. They're
Not only that, but
they're
he
in
said
trios and shit like that.
he said they've come to his house before.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
was paranoid for a good cause. He was protecting his family in that moment.
Real.
He saw nothing else.
But when you should have seen, or when he's seen all 3 of our faces go fucking ghost white and realize we fucked up, be like, okay,
Our
you
bad.
guys aren't bad people. Yeah. You guys aren't trying to kill me and my family.
Right.
You just walked up to the wrong house.
It was a bit of an overreaction.
Yeah, for sure.
No, absolutely it was.
And
but there's a
people-
lot of factors that did not help.
People who
How'd
like
that story
grow
end?
up.
That's the end?
No. People who like
A
grow
lot
up.
of people were pissed at us, and I was furious.
So
I
fucking
was
mad.
furious.
Basically, all of our friends who was there
Got kicked
had to
out.
leave, except for D and his girlfriend,
I was arguing.
the one who fucking started.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not mad at him because he didn't mean to, but still, they like all the girlfriends hated
Ganging
us
up on us
immediately.
I was fucking calling them ratchet bitches.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I was
Dude.
like, "Can you shut the fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up, please?" It was an honest mistake, and it wasn't even me. I went out there to stop the situation.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck were you doing?
Dude.
Anyways, yeah,
It's a crazy story. I've never heard that story. That's crazy.
That was
Yeah.
one that didn't really leave after that.
Yeah, that's a like a
Now it's broadcasted publicly.
a genuine like scared for life story.
I thought-
that people don't really want to talk about. Dude.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with the
That's the
episode.
third strike, but yeah, we're ending the episode.
Yeah, we're ending, that's what that.
I thought
third
Peter-
strike.
I
We're
thought
ending.
Peter was gonna get shot.
Me too. I thought he was gonna get really fucking
That's
hurt.
it. I'm
I
saying
thought
his full address, full name.
I
All
thought
right,
at
hold on, let me
least
pull it up real
somebody
quick.
was gonna get just
We're
destroyed.
ending Piss Pit.
Okay.
This is the end of the episode.
Hold up, wait.
Chunky Cheese
Don't
919.
don't just end it like that.
The
dude.
fuck?
I get. I
Dude,
Dude,
said-
everyone's already clicked off.
You can't. No.
No, we're on. We're on.
We want to
What?
thank our audience today.
Shut
Hey.
the fuck up. Okay, I'm